Walk outside like I did today. Walk outdoors.
Exactly. Walk out those. Show us that Chrysler 300. Cause we know what you're trying. We know what's going on. We know you ain't that nigga that you pretend to be. You call me Rick the Pretender, but my life is a reflection of the shit I talk about. I talk about that shit, and my life is a reflection of it.
Wait, excuse me. Hi, I haven't said much here. You mean to tell me that S-Class Benz that he had parked in the front, and when he was walking out the gas station with all that money falling out his pocket, that isn't his?
That was rented.
Really?
He told me he bought the motherfucker, so I talked to him a few days, and he was like, "Yeah, I took that car back, man. It wasn't acting right." Man, that's a beat.
Acting right.
Don't tell
AMGs don't not act right. What you talking about?
Them cars drive like you on the spaceship.
Hey, Duffy, hey, y'all know what I told Rick? That's what I told Rick. I said, let me answer this, Rick, if you believe that bullshit, because I didn't believe it from the beginning. I said, listen, how you gonna say a AMG Benz don't ride right, but you've been riding in a Chrysler, old ass Chrysler 300 years?
Come on,
and you gonna tell me you could drive that motherfucker, but the Benz don't ride right? Man, if y'all don't get the fuck out of here.
Stuck through it. He probably stuck through it with the Benz.
Man, come on. Hey, Duffy, stuck through it. Duffy, you in a 99 Benz, you in a 99 Chrysler 300 in 2024, talking about a brand new Benz don't ride right. Man,
come on,
y'all
man.
don't cut it out.
That motherfucker used bought it from somebody.
That was cold for my time up in this motherfucker. That was cold for my time up in the car.
You the pretender, nigga. You ain't talking about this. You talking about everything else except for this. We need you to focus on this. We need a clip of this. Can you break this down? You're a recap. So we need you to recap your own shit. You love recapping everybody else's lives and what they should be doing. We need you to recap what happened with you and that little girl. And you don't need to do now another recap. You don't need to recap this live. You don't need to recap Netra live. You don't need to nobody live but Kel to come. We need you. Kel.
Explain them charges. Explain that no bill.
Yeah, explain that no bill. Can you explain that no bill?
Explain that no bill.
I'm confused like a motherfucker. The math ain't math. There ain't no way my name, if I'm not that type of nigga, and I ain't never did nothing like that, my name shouldn't come up with nowhere near some shit like this. Nowhere.
Billy is, because we want to talk to Billy.
Yeah.
We got a little homework for y'all, man. Y'all are very good in investigating a lot of things.
Right.
We need y'all to find out who the two guys are. We want to talk to them. We're going to put some money on their books, because I'm sure they still locked up. And then we want to talk to Billy.
Hey,
we want to let her know that she's secure.
Y'all know what? Curtis just
Hey, Ricky Duffy, let me ask y'all this. But what? It's the same thing at no bill is. Oh, they didn't have enough money, so they said, okay, we're gonna give you deferred adjudicated. I wasn't convicted, but I can't say I didn't do it.
Right.
Because
I seen Omar live, and Omar actually had a good point about that shit he was talking about. Because Omar talked about this. That's how I knew about it. I said, let me go look at this goddamn video. And I looked at that, typed that shit in and looked at that video. And Omar said,
Omar.
My bad, I didn't know I was in the box. I'm over here trying to find vinegar for my greens.
What's up, Omar? What's going on, my boy? What's happening?
He wanted to interview when that shit happened with Mario.
Omar, I got a question for you.
He wanted me to come out for an interview with him, Rick. So I want to interview him about the situation. I got questions. Yeah,
I told you he was gonna try to touch it when that shit came out. He called me and said, "Slim, I don't want you to touch this." Know what I'm saying? This stuff with Mario, and I like, nah, I ain't gonna touch no shit like that, bro. I don't do like cases and criminal cases. Feel me? I don't fuck with that shit. Cause you could sign.
Hillary, get her out my shit. Block Hillary.
Yeah, you could plead guilty to some shit that you didn't do if you scared enough, and you could be found innocent of some shit that you guilty of. So I don't never really mess with cases.
I seen Hillary run his motherfucking mouth. Get that nigga out my shit. If I punch him in his motherfucking mouth. I'll beat your ass, Hillary. You a nigga. I'll tear that ass up too. Get
A
that
nigga
nigga out my
named
shit.
Hillary.
Get that whole ass nigga out my shit.
How you a nigga named
Talking about
Hillary?
little Ricky, a Victoria. I saw you earlier. So, see, they send me the clips. I know what's going on. I don't even got to go to the live. I don't even go to that nigga live. But people share that shit with me. You clipped up, Hillary. Yeah, get up out of here. Block that hoe. Block that whole ass nigga.
Nah, I just been sitting over here listening to y'all talk. I don't really got too much to say about it. I'm done with this shit, honestly. After, you know what I mean? I held alive and I talked about some things and I started thinking to myself, like, why the fuck am I even, you know what I'm saying, dealing with this shit? Like, I'm over it. Right. So I left it alone, honestly, my nigga. Once I see what I see, that's it. You know what I mean?
Nah, for sure.
Yeah, I got time, blood.
Real talk. But I see, I be chilling though. That's the thing about it, right? Like every day I'm like, I'm minding my business, doing what I'm doing. Folks sending me clips. He got another cartoon, got me on the ground. He just making up shit too. You know, they got to be a cartoon. He got me on the ground with some black eye, and he stand on me. You know, that's a cartoon. That's definitely a joke. Now that's a joke. That shit funny as a motherfucker. Ain't nothing. You know what's going on.
That's them virtual hands he was talking about.
If you could, you could virtual hands. Then I called me. I told me to pull up if he would like that.
Because you was gonna ask me something, Rick. Rick, you was gonna ask me something. What you said? You said you was gonna ask me something.
Hey, before you ask,
I was saying how Omar, if I'm not this type of nigga, hold up, if I'm not that type of nigga, right? Mm-hmm. And I ain't done no such thing. How would my name be in that paperwork like that? How do your name be in paperwork like that?
With a no bill and not a not guilty though. Hold on, wait. With a no bill and not a not guilty. It don't say not guilty.
That's because he turns that's evidence, y'all.
Everything y'all saying,
we trying to get the people to
say is like literally the live that I held by myself verbatim. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting over there, I was at work just thinking about that shit, talking about it because
what's up, baby?
Like, as you know, like I even right now, like I still avoid that shit. I'm not trying to reignite some bullshit. So to keep on,
you know, he bring up everybody else shit, talk about everybody.
No, I'm just saying though, to keep on trying to sun me and shit like I'm a bitch. You know me just from this app high. I got a mouth. I'm gonna say what I say. So you know, I leashed that shit. Like nigga, I ain't been talking about you. I would have said something. Y'all was into it. I'd have said something when that shit happened. So then for you to go and try to light me up over some shit, fuck that. I don't got to talk about when I was into it with you and Rick. We gonna talk about right now, nigga. So what I found out recently is why the fuck are you even accused? Now I've seen some cases where you've had a bitter woman where she did some shit like that and the father, you know what I mean? But this ain't the case. Like, you know what I'm saying, nigga? You said you got a case for beating on your wife. You got a case. Oh, look, you got a case. Wait. You got a case for beating your wife. Oh, that was this long ago. You got a case for cruelty to your children. Oh, I whooped them. They had a mark. It wasn't that bad. Then it's like, my nigga, it's a track record, my nigga. If you look at my shit is white collar. I'm being honest. Like, if you look at my shit is white collar. I have a track record. So how are you even accused of some shit like this?
That's my point. That's my question.
We making a stand for everything.
Yeah, exactly. Then he gonna say they want to go back 25. It don't matter if it was 35. Bitch, you did it, nigga. You got cruelty.
This is what you asked for. Like Jesus will be crucified.
You done it, nigga.
But let me say this too.
25 years. I'm not that nigga no more. You should have never been that nigga. You should have never.
You say nigga.
I bet you he got a no contact order on them ninjas that he turned state evidence on. That's why they not. They
that ain't always
no bill in the paperwork.
So what happens?
Look, the no bill don't always mean you turn state evidence though.
Oh, baby, I know
you. This is my thought, y'all. Let me say this. So what happens is those guys most likely are on the registry. So more than likely when people get on the registry, they leave their state. They move somewhere else to where they go out to still register, but nobody knows them and knows about that shit. So them dudes probably ain't even in Georgia no more.
You're right. You're right about
and the other thing, the other scenario that they said where they said that they didn't want to subject their daughter to that trauma, you know what I'm saying? That could be the other reason that it got no bill, you know what I'm saying? Because if she want to go through with the process, they'll no bill it, you know what I'm saying, and throw it out. Because you got in a crime with a victim, you always need the victim to be able to prosecute to the highest extent. So that shit could be it.
Real talk. You're right about that. Thanks. You
what I'm saying is,
there's
no way that they say that they said that he put his leak monster on the girl's breast.
Yeah.
Right. That they specifically said that on the charge.
No, if you look at that video, they said penetration, right? They said
he put his thing somewhere else. He put his hand.
Yeah, they said he put it down there.
Oh. Yeah, he put it down there.
Actor being put through that shit. So you know what I mean? To put a child up on the stand, a lot of the time the children are like, no, I can do it. I can do it near a strong kid. But if your kid already bring it down, man, you don't want to fuck them up even more. You know what I'm saying? So the evidence ain't gonna be there. Like I said, beyond all that bullshit, why are you even being accused of some shit?
It kind of make you it's one thing if they just said that you touched the little girl, but it was detail for detail, like
details.
Yeah, that shit.
You know what I find funny,
Hey,
y'all?
this is the thing I want y'all to understand. They keep saying it was so long ago. He ruined a child's life. Y'all keep talking about, oh, it was 20, 30. I don't care, but he has ruined a child's life who is now an adult.
Who's saying
went
that?
through trauma. So at any time as a grown man, you ruin a child's life. You don't never outlive that bullshit with a grown man because you ruined a little baby's life, nigga.
Rick, so you remember this when we was into it deep. And you remember you was in your slingshot, you went to meet with Kev that day, y'all was on live when he was with old girl now?
Yeah.
Okay, so why at the end of that live when you put it off, why you started fighting old girl? And he ended the live.
But listen to this, Omar. I got one.
I left that day.
Why is
that? Nigga, they started scrapping, nigga.
Why is it that I
caught? Yeah, he ended that shit like they was against the car dope, and they ended that shit. That's the only shit I ain't captured.
I didn't know that.
But peep this, Rick. Peep this, y'all. That nigga been streaming 2 platforms all day, mine and Rick's. The moment this evidence started coming out, why he don't want the women that
still streaming y'all? Go see if he's streaming us, y'all.
They say logged off.
He don't want
that. They logged off.
No. He's not streaming what he do. He's talking, playing music, and then he'll watch you on that third device and act like he don't know what's going on, but then he'll slip up and start
talking. I want the women to hear it. The women need to hear this side.
Go see if he's streaming us, y'all. Somebody go see. I know y'all.
Not from the comic page, he not, because I'm looking on my backup page. He definitely down.
And you know, the crazy part is this, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be people from each one of our platforms that don't like each other. We go get into it. We've all been into it before and all this shit, right?
He ain't streaming me, y'all.
But my thing is this,
he want this to be quiet. He want to go back to
I know he wasn't going to be streaming.
Look, though, let me tell y'all this. For us to be grown-ass people, for us to be adults and got kids and grandkids, nieces and nephews, cousins, all this, or just women, period, or just people with morals, you know what I mean? To go and support a motherfucker like that, after all this, come out and say something really wrong about you, it says a lot about your fucking character.
You're right.
You know what, Omar?
I'll accept the nigga that unalived the motherfucker before I accept the
my mama.
Yeah, any nigga can unalive.
Here's the thing, you know why? He hang around the drunkards. You notice that all of his key people, they drink heavy. They be up there sloppy drunk, high in the whole 9 yards. They his victims.
Can we call them alcoholics and not drunks? Because I'm a drunk, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be in the group with them.
I ain't trying to offend you, Slim. I'm trying to tell the truth.
What I'm saying is they sit here and watch this nigga verbally abuse women every day, all day. This nigga been doing this shit for years, though. This ain't that nigga been going for a long time. He been on my platform, but I done seen him go back for women all the time. I didn't agree with it. A lot. Should I have been stepped away from the nigga? Yeah, because it contradicted what I say. Everything that he was doing went against what the fuck I was talking about. And I told that nigga shit on the back end. I said, bro, you gotta quit doing that shit though. Cause me and you tapped in, so he didn't respect my shit. So it looked like he wanted me to look flawed, like that. He wanted my image to be like and contradict myself. So that's why why would you come on my platform? And Miss Mitchell was on my platform that day. He came on here with that bullshit. I said, don't come on here with that shit. I fought with he tried to make me pick a side. Bitch, you don't make me pick no side, nigga. I hold my own dick when I piss, you puss ass boy. You don't tell me not to with me because you don't like her, hoe ass boy. Talking about I can't believe you went against me. Nah, nigga, I just stood on what I stood on, nigga. And the fact that and you got a problem with Slim, y'all ain't gonna get a problem because I told Slim I forgive him for what he said.
But Rick,
I remember harbor no shit in my heart about it. I done said some shit, nigga. So I'm not the type of nigga that harbor no shit in my heart about no shit. When me and Slim was on that type of time, I would cuss Slim ass out, you would cuss me. It is what it is. I don't give a fuck. But what you won't do is make me pick no side though. Fuck wrong with you, nigga? You not my boy. Nigga, like we in a relationship.
We can't tell each other. We can't tell each other.
In his mind, y'all was.
He fuck with her more than he fuck with me. Man, nigga, fuck you.
These nigga be sick, man.
We can't never have a problem with each other. One thing about it, when that shit happened with you and Miss Netra, I tried to bridge the gap between you and Miss Netra. And trying to make it look like I'm having Miss Netra, how many times I done talked to you on the phone, Miss Netra?
What, once?
One time. And when was that? That one time I talked to you.
I reached out to you and said I wanted to talk to you because I wouldn't try to sabotage you and Care the Comic event, and I just wanted to have a truce with him. And you got.
What I tell Netra, when I was talking to you on the phone, what I say I'm gonna do? What I say when I tell you,
go talk to him and tell him to stop and see if we could talk and come to some type of truce.
Thank you. He trying to make it look like I'm on the back end talking to you about him. I'm trying to get y'all to goddamn bridge together because I was asleep when y'all got into it. I couldn't believe that y'all had got the arguing about it because I woke up, everybody jumping in my line. Rick, Miss Netra, and Kale got into it. I'm like, what? I know you motherfucking lying.
You said it bothered you to see two of your favorite people getting into it.
Yeah, that shit fucked me up.
To see that.
And I feel like I don't have to choose a motherfucking thing. I ain't got to choose a motherfucking thing. I fuck who I fuck with. And that just, I always been like that. You ain't finna make me pick a side, nigga, to show you I'm loyal to you. I'm loyal to my motherfucking self first. Fuck, I'm be loyal to you, nigga, before I be loyal to my motherfucking self. I stand on what I stand on. I'm my own man at the end of the day. And Omar, tell the truth. If you a real nigga, you really fuck with me, right? And no matter how this shit happen, right? He want to tell me, make this make sense now. You telling me, I seen it live. I'm on here live. He tell niggas, I do it, because I tell nigga, you got to stop that shit. All that cussing out Miss Netra, cussing out these women, bitches, and whole fat dick thing. You got to stop that. Either you stop that, or I'm going to fall back, and you stay over there, and I stay over here. This nigga go live after I talk to him and say, fuck what a nigga talking about. I'm going to be me. If nigga don't like it, fuck him. I'm going to stand on what I stand on. I ain't changing for nobody. So, okay, cool. You said you stand over there, pussy nigga, I'm going to stand over here. And I was through with the shit. I didn't go live about the nigga. I ain't talking about the teeth. I ain't saying about the little bit of that regular ass apartment at 300. I ain't say none of that shit. He done all the talk. He went live. He started the shit. He went live with the day man.
You know what, Rick? And this is where it got like fired up between me and him again. I went on somebody else's panel, and I was just talking about when y'all got into it. I was just like, you was cool with him. Y'all had each other back and shit. And, even when I was into it, I ain't want y'all to like not be cool. But honestly, my nigga, he lost a real friend, my nigga. That's it. When you lose good motherfuckers, sometimes we got to look at ourselves. We can't keep blaming everybody else. We got to do that self-accountability. We got to look at that motherfucking mirror and be like, you know what? Motherfucker, like, it's not me, it's you. No, motherfucker, it's not y'all, it's me. Because all this shit lines back up to you. You know what I mean? So there's nothing wrong with, doing a self-check.
Hey, Omar, he admitted this shit. I'm asleep. He on live at night saying, yeah, Slim called Rick wife a hoe. Why you talking about that shit, nigga? Why you bringing that back up? That shit been months
on you to forgive him. If you forgave him and y'all got over that shit, so be.
Nah, look, this the cold part. I don't think me and Rick would even be cool right now or like cordial. Know what I'm saying? If that nigga would have never brought that shit back up, because it would have never gave us no reason to talk. He was on his end, I was on my end. It was just like, fuck it. I wasn't talking about him. He wasn't talking about me. You brought that shit back up. And now it gave room. Like, Ms. Netra tell you, bro, before you even said anything about it, they was like, what you said? I heard you said this shit on Empress Live. And I said, no, I was clarifying what was actually said.
Look up a no bill. We don't care about no bill. Hold up, man. He's saying, look, we ain't looking up a motherfucking thing. Tell us why you accused of fucking a 14, 15-year-old girl. We don't give a fuck about the no bill. Tell us why is your name Kevin D. Baker attached to you? That's what we want to know. We don't care about the no bill.
Yeah, tell us that part.
Why you gotta go snitch on the boys?
Why you put your leaky link on that little girl breast like that?
Exactly. That no bill don't listen. The no bill don't override the details. We heard details. You put your Johnson on top of them. You put your hand.
You get a no bill for some shit that you actually did though.
Exactly. Talking about no bill. We'll go.
That's why I don't like criminal cases, because you could be found guilty of some shit you didn't do, and you could be found innocent of some shit that you did do. The thing is, how you end up in that situation.
So let me tell you what happened. See, and I ain't even trying to toot my home, but y'all late, right? When I first heard that shit, I seen that shit on the blogs, right? And then so I was like, what the fuck is a no bill? And I went and read what a no bill is. I said, oh shit. I said, nigga, you shouldn't even been caught up in that shit. A no bill means that there wasn't enough evidence, meaning that the girl didn't come to court and testify. Right. Or like I said, he snitched in the girl. It wasn't enough evidence to testify on him. Yeah. So you over here trying to flaunt, but like I said, you talking about everything else. Why the fuck you ain't talking about that? I had seen that shit way back then. And I was like, oh, nobody ain't gonna touch it. I'm like, well, I ain't into it with nobody. I ain't got nothing to do with it, so I don't give a fuck. So when you ignited that flame again, nigga, I'm gonna come out and speak, because I'm not a dumb motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I done been to court enough time. I've been on a tour of some courts. I still got to go to court now behind TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So
for real.
I know what's up. You know what I mean?
So what I'm saying is, when you facing some shit like this, The last thing you need to do is be swooping around everybody up front though. You need to sit back. You need to have a seat, small fry. You got some shit going on that nigga would never do. We may do some shit on it. I get messy TikTok, but this is beyond me. This ain't got nothing to do with being messy. This is some sick shit right here. This ain't messy. This ain't none of that. This is weird. This weird. Your name on some shit like that, you're weird. That's just what it is, nigga. You can't duck it. You can't run from it. You know what you did. We don't know.
I know he said this in 4K on his YouTube video when he was like, he feed him, get him drunk, and then y'all know what's that. That told me enough right there.
Did you hear how he explained his relationship?
Hey, Slim, hold on, Slim.
Real quick, I want to draw something. When he was explaining how he dealt with Billy, he was like, I treated her like she was one of my daughters. Nigga, I don't treat no woman like my daughter, nigga.
Did you see how he treated her?
Totally different.
Wait, when it happened, did you pay attention? See, you have to pay attention. Like a lot of us, there's a lot of shit that could be pulled over any of our heads if we haven't been exposed to it or experienced it, right? So what he did was he was like, hey, she was like, I don't want to be on your live. He said, I'm not on live, I'm a mute. She like, mute. He still left the phone unmuted, and he was trying to chastise her in a dominant way to where she would admit like, oh, this wasn't about you and these things like that. So he could be on TikTok like I told y'all. See, I treat everybody right. But the thing is this. That's what he got mad at me about because I was in the live and they was like, oh, this is what's going on or whatever. I was out with my girl. And so, and look, so I was like, oh, y'all later already screenshotted that shit. So he tried to say that I'm the one who sent that shit. I didn't send it. But the thing is this. If that girl knows you have these cases that we're talking about on TikTok and you're known for that shit, or it's already known, why would she even make a post like that and don't clear you off the bat? Nigga, the shit is about you, bruh.
What did the
that shit is about you. Don't check us, check her. You know what I'm saying? That shit is about you.
What post she made though? What post she made about the nigga?
He wrote a post saying if they'll break your property. She said if they'll break your property, leave before they break your face.
Oh shit.
Sure did.
I know you motherfucker loud.
No, and when she was on live,
that was literally what I was just talking about.
Oh, and he made her clear some stuff up. Like
that's what I said.
He coerced her to clean it up.
No, he was trying to. She said, "You're not gonna do me like that." It was a word she used in a live, like basically like you're not going to bully me type shit or like
manipulate me. She said manipulate.
Yeah, you're not gonna manipulate something like that. Basically, where she was saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
these are exact words. I'll never forget it. It was so chilling to me.
I need y'all to know, though, I looked up no bill in Georgia for grand jury, and it says no bill is not the same thing as not guilty or an acquittal. No bill. I'm reading it. No bill in Georgia simply means that the prosecution decided not to move forward with the case based off either lack of evidence, participation from defendant.
I told y'all.
And lack of participation from defendant.
Oop, there it is.
Yeah. So he told us to look it up, right? So I looked it up. I looked up specifically no bill for Georgia. It simply means that it says no bill is not the same thing as a not guilty or an acquittal. It means that the DA decided that they were no longer going to go forward with the case due to either lack of evidence, defendant was unable to cooperate, or other issues that could affect the case. That's what a no bill means.
That is sad.
He turned state's evidence on them people to take
young
a
lady
plea.
grown now.
Oh,
right?
listen, the lack of participation from the defendant means that the victim did not come through.
Of course. Yeah, that ain't got to be explained. But the young lady,
I'm with Jordan. She said, but it's because it's stated in detail what he did to the child. Why is it so detailed if you ain't doing it?
That's what I'm saying.
That don't make sense. Why is it? There should not be that much detail to that shit pertaining to you. It should be the other men. If they done it, they should read that mother. She should not be able to go to the courthouse and pull them record based off you using your motherfucking name. She didn't say Mark Coward. She said Kevin D. Baker, Demetrius Baker. They use your name to pull them files. Your name in them records.
Damn sure did, Rick.
Yeah. Listen, I am very analytical, right?
Sick.
Now
and I'll bet you any money.
1 second. Somebody said he over there crying. We don't give a fuck. Bitch, cry.
So what? Let him cry.
We don't give a fuck. Bitch, cry, hoe ass nigga.
He need to cry. He touched a 14-year-old. He need to cry.
A kid. He put his leaky in a kid. So who cares about his tears?
Hey, look, hey, Rick, y'all, this one part, it says that a no bill cannot be expunged. So that's why it's not off his record. He can't even get the motherfucker expunged because if it stays on his record, he cannot get it expunged off his record because a no bill is not a no guilt or acquittal. So it cannot be expunged.
You know why? Now the law gets tricky. Now I'm not a lawyer. What that girl be saying, talk about the Diddy shit. I'm not a lawyer, but let me tell you this. So did you see what happened with all these cases when everybody was coming with NYC with the Diddy shit, what sparked all this shit? All those people was getting accused. If certain laws or bills are passed in the future, that girl probably can still prosecute him too as well.
Mm-hmm. There's no statute of limitations on those types of cases.
Said that. We had a police in the box. He just said that.
This is she could come back now that she's strong enough and mentally strong enough to deal with that shit and like, you know what? I want to face my accuser, Whoop, and his ass will be back in the clean. He talking about chain gang. You going to the chain.
Oh, my mama. Send her laughing at everybody else.
Hey, she not going to do it. No, she not going to do it. She not going to do it because she going to look at it.
Give an example of what can
happen. I'm saying she going to look at that nigga teeth and be like, oh, no, he been punished enough.
Dang. Let me say this real quick, y'all. We have 790 people in here. We need y'all to keep bopping the screen because we are on a touchy subject tonight. We want to be able to keep this live going. He has been flagging lives for 3 days. Go ahead and bop us up to 300K. Don't forget to help the host reach the live goal. We appreciate y'all being here, but do not stop bopping the screen. Thank y'all.
I'm saying one thing I would like to add to that. He has a subscription goal as well. We are here to promote our favorite host. He's always positive. We need to get him more on the FYP. There's a little arrow on the side. We can share the live as well. We need to get his vision and his words out among the FYP as much as we can as possible. So please subscribe. He has other goals up there, the galaxies. We are here to support him. So I thank you.
I appreciate that.
I'm going to be doing those hosting things, trying to get his things up.
That's okay. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm going to drop down, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Hey, Slim, you know I don't fuck with you like that, but it's all good. Hey, you found your niche with them motherfucking songs.
Hey, man to man, I ain't gonna let you. I squash all this shit, bro.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I'm just saying though, look, you know I ain't no hater nigga. I'm gonna tell you. That music, that AI songs is the shit. I ain't gonna lie.
That shit jamming on my mama.
That's a Billboard entry. That first one is a Billboard entry. That motherfucker is
He went crazy on that motherfucker too on my mama. All fact. No
y'all have a blessed one. Y'all know we still celebrating Juneteenth. Y'all have a blessed one, y'all.
Yes, sir. 15 days after.
And see, that's the thing I be talking about, right? You know what you got in your motherfucking closet, but you still worried about everybody else. God don't like ugly, man. That's why these folks were able to dig that up on you. That's why what you're doing, the dog gonna come to the motherfucker. Like much as you laugh and disrespect everybody else, you know your turn was coming. You know your day was coming. This ain't all for you. He exposing you right now, but he gonna expose you in some more ways.
Can I say this?
I believe that, Rick.
You better not go try to harm yourself, nigga. You got to stand in it like you was standing against all these ladies and talking crazy against these ladies. Don't go try to hurt yourself. Don't go drink nothing. Don't go smoke nothing. You got to deal with it like a man.
My mama.
Right.
And let me say this: don't go live in the morning playing like you the victim. We don't want to hear it. You're not the victim.
We can't do it.
You done this. So don't go live saying they just see all of them got to come up against me. They can't stop me. They jealous of what is it about care? Why they keep my name? You one of the weakest pussy niggas I ever seen in my life. You'll talk about everybody from 20 hours straight and then get on your live. Why they keep mentioning care in the comment? You got niggas in cartoons and gay shit and all kind of shit. And wonder why niggas saying your motherfucking name. Shut your bitch ass up.
Yeah, that's why that shit when y'all used to be like he just responding, I'd be like, bro, you can't say you responding when you started the shit first.
Exactly.
Feel me?
Exactly.
You started the shit, you can't say that that motherfucking you started the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy.
He'll say something about Netra. Then Netra will go live in the morning and respond to what the fuck he said. Why she got care name in your mouth? Why? I only got then he think he's slick. He manipulating them folks talking about I only put the $250 cash app though. I'm a small fry to everybody else. Bitch, shut up. You just don't want them folks to hit that motherfucker's Zelle in their pay. You're dry begging, boy ass nigga. I know what you're doing. Then he gonna say, me and Netra were doing some shit yesterday. Somebody sent me a clip. Me and Netra were got them taking up some money for something. He on there talking about, come on, y'all. They trying to come up against us. They act like Bando ain't got no money. You ain't got no. Bando may got some money, but your broke ass ain't got none. Trying to get no folk to compete with me and Netra like you compete with him, and you were doing your fundraiser thing for something because I was in your live. I seen a clip where he tried to say, go, let go, y'all. They think Bando broke. You here, bro?
Let me explain something. Let me explain.
You trying to make them think we talking about they now you broke. We talking about clearing the bummy, not the chat. We know the chat. They don't want to clear your cash out, bitch ass nigga. We know they ain't broke. You broke.
I gotta explain something though.
Why they worry about my money? You ain't got no money to worry about. What's up, though?
Exactly.
You got no money to worry about.
Every time if Auntie Netra raising any money, it's to give away to somebody else. Yeah. When you raising them little acorn, it's to pay your bills. That's different. If any money getting raised and we matching what's being raised, think about that now.
I'm with you when you right, bro.
We matching whatever being raised, and we giving it away to people that's in need or people that just need to be blessed. Even people that got it need to be blessed.
So with him saying everything that y'all do, who do he help? Who have you watched him help?
Nigga don't help nobody.
Not nobody.
That nigga don't need help himself.
Who he pay? What light bill he done paid over there? The motherfucker. People give him all them. Who he done said? You know what? This week I'm gonna pay somebody a light bill.
Nigga ain't never gonna do that ever.
That clearing that cash out. That nigga gonna take her. That nigga ain't no.
That nigga gonna never.
As long as that motherfucking bill, he motherfucking take. Thank you for the blessing. That's all you hear, the motherfucker. Thank you for the.
Hey, can I ask y'all a serious question? Let me ask y'all a serious question. We all adults in here. Everybody's adults, and everybody in here understand what priorities are in life, right? We all understand what your priorities are. So I want y'all to riddle me this: if I spend $24,000 on an event, and my motherfucking mouth look like his, either my priorities are fucked up or I'm lying. Cause I'm not gonna spend $24,000 and my mouth look like that. I'm gonna go to the dentist and try to say, cause you could get all that shit fixed in your mouth for $18,000 to $20,000, but you will throw a party with motherfuckers you barely know and spend $24,000 and walk around the earth with your mouth looking like that. That's not nobody with priorities does that. Your priorities
are you lying? Then they gonna say the teeth joke old. Every day we see you gotta look at your regular.
Yeah, I know that.
The teeth jokes ain't never gonna be old. The teeth jokes never be old. They never gonna be old.
I got an explanation.
They don't want us to talk about their mouth.
It's a logical explanation.
They ain't old. No, they ain't.
The nigga gums is bad. When your gums bad, you can't get new teeth.
That's
all it is.
That's all them rubs.
Yeah, he gonna need some major surgery.
He gonna need new gums.
They gonna have to goddamn get a picture
and all that gums. Implants in there.
They gotta blow them bitches out.
They can't even put implants in. He got bad gums.
They ain't gonna be able to. Right. No, they ain't gonna be able to do nothing with that man's mouth. He waited too long. But think about this, y'all. So you know how he used to talk about how he was big time and then doing all this and had all this and that.
Rich. Talking about he rich. Man,
listen, check this out. I bet you them other two niggas he was with is the ones that he was pushing with, right? And they wanted them anyways. And that was just enough for him to be able to turn state's evidence on him and walk away with a lighter. Well, think about it. I knew that from the jump when he was telling the story. Also, anytime you commit a crime with somebody, they put a no contact order in for the victims and the people that you committed the crime with, and they initials be listed in it unless you in witness protection.
Nah, man.
Rose, that nigga wasn't never big time nothing. That man, he was stealing groceries out the store. He was stealing groceries out the store to feed his daughters, man. That nigga wasn't never big time nothing. He wasn't never in those streets, know what I'm saying? If anything, he was a store runner or he was motherfucking buying. He was buying. He wasn't, know what I'm saying? He wasn't selling nothing. He don't got the swagger, the mentality, none of that shit. Like bro, if he was out there for real, the shit that he doing on this internet, he wouldn't be doing it. Yeah. You would never be calling these men. You would never talk about men like that and then act like they tripping for wanting to whoop your ass. You would understand that your ass whooping follows everything you said.
He was rolling with the big fishes. He wasn't the big fish. They don't go after the
nigga
small
wouldn't let
fish.
no nigga like
they
that
go
roll.
after the big ones.
A nigga wouldn't let no nigga like that roll with them. I don't care what it is. You giving him too much credit, Jose.
Do you know how that nigga would have crashed out and turned on them niggas? He'll fuck the whole operation up. A nigga like that.
I'm telling you. Whole ship song.
No, he talk too much. He too soft. He too feminine. He too much in his feelings. You can't say nothing to go against what he stand for, what he believe in.
Then he getting robbed. Every which way he getting robbed. Every time somebody find out he got a dinner plate, it's getting ate off of.
He wasn't built for it.
He is not that type of life. I don't get that. When
I ain't gonna lie to you. The only thing that I could ever see him doing is being like the little clean up dude for the niggas that
had something like that. Yeah.
He looked like the junkie. He looked like the junkie that used to wash my cars on my mama. Real talk.
He did a nigga fake tax.
Junkie.
That's what he looked like. He looked like a
Yeah,
junkie.
he definitely a junkie.
It's giving corner boy.
He one of them junkies that finally.
Hey, can I ask y'all a question? Did y'all see his live, Rick, when he rated? This one fucked me up. When he rated women on TikTok and how they look, he started rating women like, oh, he had a whole live where he rated how all these women look. He was giving them a rating. Like, now I'm like, you mean to tell me Kev the comic is rating women on TikTok on how they look? I know you motherfucking lying to me.
Oh, you motherfucking lying.
Like, what?
Well, I got one even worse. What about when they was shooting outside his apartment? Remember he was going live on the balcony and the people started.
That was his brother's house, Rose.
Yeah.
So he say that was the projects. I don't care who house it was. It was in the projects. And whenever you don't move and they right under your head, you accustomed to a certain lifestyle. Because I would have broke through the arcade door and get in the house to the floor.
Yeah, that house was regular as a motherfucker. I saw it in the background and went live. He done had a green screen. See, think about it. He don't never had a green screen up when he said somebody else shit or he outside. But when that motherfucker in that motherfucking bando apartment, that bitch, when that green screen dropped, that motherfucker put a hand up there. One day that motherfucker had a hand like that so fast. That motherfucker quit, boy. I was trying to, when the green screen dropped, I was on the live. I tried to see back there. That nigga said, oh.
You said you tried to see it real quick.
I tried to see what the fuck going on, man. I ain't never seen the nigga background. I ain't never seen. How many times had he went live in his house and not no green screen? Not one. I ain't never saw it since I've been fucking with the nigga.
Well, I promise in all my days of living, I ain't never seen nobody shooting right pew pew and under nobody's head and nobody move, jump, say nothing. You still invested in the live? No, sir. I got to go.
He's trying to get that cash out goal. He couldn't jeopardize.
He did not.
They were more important.
Right. That nigga.
Yeah. That gave me all I needed to know right there.
I want to hear him go live and talk about these. I want to see a clip of him talking about this case, though. I want you to break it down. Give us a whole break. You want everybody else to come to you and give you an explanation about why they doing what they doing. You want me to talk about the money with the roll? Let's talk about this. Give us a breakdown.
I don't even see how you can even say something about that roll situation. I don't understand how you can even fix your mouth to talk about something like that.
On my mama.
That's how you know you a sucker.
On my mama. Real talk. He stay worried about women business, bro. Anything that got to do with women, he in there. He on that. You never notice that, though. Anything that going on between argument or anything, this nigga the first one recapping it.
And he was going back years. Oh, a tree fell. We don't care about that.
He can come over here because he know he ain't gonna get no word in. He already know he ain't gonna come over here.
He hate to be over talked though. I know that about him, but he got like
with all these grown men on him. He don't know how to function around grown men.
No, he don't.
This was what was funny. He told me, "You're ugly. You will never pull a dude." And I said, "Sir, I'm married." I'm married.
I know he ain't gonna know that.
I can pull somebody. Yeah, I'm like,
Lord,
listen. Yeah, and
he can't have no mirrors in the house. He can't have no mirrors in the house. Ain't no way you think you that nigga. Talking about he's some fine shit. Man, stop, yes. You know you look like a retired crackhead.
Well, Sunset was around here calling people big. I could not believe that. I'm like, girl, have you lost your mind in that hot ass raincoat in 90-degree weather? I ain't
gonna lie. After this shit right here, man, I'm like Netra, man. You come on and you support that nigga, you got to get up out of here. Yeah, you support that nigga, you got to get out of my life. I don't want nobody in my life.
Thanks.
And the thing about it, y'all get a nigga the ammo to put the cartoons up and to keep talking about bitches and hoes because y'all not supporting that shit. Y'all paying for the cartoon. Who the fuck pay for that type of shit? He disrespecting somebody's mama, somebody's wife, and y'all up there talking about drop that motherfucker, drop the next cartoon. Y'all just
I'll be real with you. The one that should let them know not to do that shit no more. After how he came poetic, somebody that heavily supported this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And was nothing but a friend to that nigga. And he still turned on her because he mad at somebody else. that should let you know all y'all time is coming if y'all don't move the way he
Oh,
wants
it's
you to
coming.
move. All y'all time is coming. The lady don't bother nobody, and all the time that, like when Miss Netra going in on him, she might be up there, but she not saying nothing about him. Don't never say nothing bad about the nigga. Never did nothing to the nigga, and then you turned on her and went in on her. Somebody that heavily supported you, nigga. She was throwing your lions and cash apps and all kind of shit. Maybe like you say, it wasn't never like she kept my platform afloat, but she spent thousands in that motherfucker. And I ain't gonna lie to you, that's just not no way you treat nobody that ain't did shit to you. Now it's one thing if you said you made a joke that was like, okay, it was a little distasteful, you can apologize for that. But nigga, you made a full intentional onslaught of how you broke this woman down, supposedly to what you think, and tried to make her seem like she was a horrible person when she ain't never did shit to you.
Yeah, that's I didn't know that. That fucked up about Poe. I know he was fucking Poe. And you fucking Poe. Yeah. You talking about that. Cause Poe to be chilling. She stayed.
They had a whole field day on it to little internet bullies. But I was on their tail yesterday though. That's why.
No, they got you though. They record you live. They'll come back. They report you though.
They over there reporting.
I'm finna go watch TV with my wife. Y'all niggas some hater, man.
I just wanted to say.
Yeah, I've been on this shit long enough talking about this duck ass anyway, man. I got to do something productive. I feel like a loser talking about this shit.
1 second before you give up. We need two more galaxies to complete his goal. He has just 2 more, ladies and gentlemen. Plus, please tap the screen. He about to leave, but we do need those 2 galaxies to complete his goal. If y'all can help.
Yeah, what?
Hey. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, she was crying. She was crying in break. She was crying in Break King live. I saw a clip of it, and I said that's pathetic.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna drop.
Hi, panel.
Blue Jay. Let me say this and I'm gonna drop. From now on, that boy name is Leaky Link, or you can call him Kev the Catheter. All the nurses know what a catheter is.
Oh my mama.
Kev the Catheter.
Yeah. I'm calling him the perv.
Yeah, perv.
Kev the pedo. That's all you is.
I'm with me.
That's all you is. Hey, y'all have a good day, man. Everybody.
Can I ask a question though, Rick, before like y'all drop or whatever?
Go ahead. So
I know that y'all had a relationship off of TikTok, you, Rick, and some of y'all up here on this panel. Do y'all feel like there's any way, because I know that you
no. You said what now? Hold on.
I know that. Hold on. Let me finish.
What you say? I mean, what you say? What you say?
I said, do you feel like offline that y'all be able to have a conversation?
Ain't nothing we can talk about. Yeah, it's over.
Hell no.
No, man.
No.
Nothing that we can say. Yeah, it's over.
No.
Never again. Hell no. I'd rather be dead. I'd rather somebody.
So the disrespect has been that loud.
Yeah, it's very loud and it's been consistent.
Yeah, you might not have seen it, sir, but it's over there.
Is that
This nigga got me in the background. Listen, this nigga got me in the background with my wife's dress on and got my wife with my clothes on.
Oh.
Yeah, pedo, man. We just found out he just
I can't do nothing but punch him in the I can't do nothing.
Is that Miss Netra up there?
Yeah, we just found out he touched a 14-year-old, ma'am. No, I cannot. I don't want to.
He touched a 14-year-old girl. Yeah, he's on. Yeah, we got evidence that he done.
Yeah, so
I didn't know none of this.
Hold on, I'll play a little short, brief clip of it.
I believe y'all. I take y'all word. I take y'all word. I apologize. I misoverstepped. I asked questions for clarification and understanding. That is all.
Yeah,
listen, y'all gonna hate me. Y'all gonna hate me for this statement right here. Y'all gonna hate me, and it's understandable. I love everybody, but I'm gonna tell you, Jay, why we can never. This is the first time in my life I've ever said. This is the first time in my life I've ever said this.
Okay, I'm gonna play it.
If Kev the comic got unalive tomorrow, I would probably giggle a little bit and continue on with my day. I apologize. I would not care. I would giggle, and I normally don't say that about no human. Nobody deserves that. But I would giggle just a little bit and look at God and be like, well, you always working. You know, I believe in you. I know you know what you're doing. And I will keep moving my day. I'm sorry. That's how much I think he's a menace to this world. I think he's a menace to this world.
Oh my! So I got
that kind of stuff right now.
Before I get off this motherfucker, y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna let y'all hear. I know we got some new people coming here. This is Kev the Vomit, aka the fake ass comment. We gonna battle. This is what he's been accused of.
Been accused in the county of DeKalb and the state of Georgia on the 13th day of May, 1996. did have carnal knowledge of, and we're gonna call her Lily just for purposes, but it says her name here. And again, as soon as this man sued me, we will find her to sue. Because again,
then tried to scare that woman, talking about he gonna sue her for reading some public shit. You can't sue that woman. That's public, nigga. Anybody can go get this. You can't sue somebody if she's not getting. She didn't just make this, pull this out her ass. This come from the courthouse. They gave it to her. Why would they give her something that she can get in trouble for at the courthouse, dumbass?
It's public, statute of limitations, so maybe
your ass is grand, sir.
A female forcibly and against her will, so did have carnal knowledge of LH, which is her initials. A female forcibly and against her will. Count 2. The grand juror selected, chosen, and sworn for the county of DeKalb, as aforesaid, in the name and behalf of the citizens of Georgia, charged and accused Kevin D. Baker.
Wow.
Of the county of Georgia, aforesaid, with the offense of child molestation.
This is crazy.
Talking that. For that, the said accused person in the county aforesaid, on the 13th day of May 1996, did an immoral and indecent act to LH. That's her initials. What's this? Stop. If you're gonna come in here disrupting, get the fuck out.
Okay, I'm on mute. Key. Go ahead, keep reading. What is this stuff?
Get out. I'm reading this in the no bill, the things that he was accused of, not convicted of, not even a grand jury gave an indictment. Okay?
Is this Kev stuff? This is from Kevin stuff?
From Kevin the comment, yes.
Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, go ahead.
Enjoy. Did an immoral and indecent act to a child under the age of 16.
Under the age of 16 first.
With intent to arouse and satisfy the sexual desires of said accused.
This is crazy, man.
Said acts being that the accused placed his hand on the breast of LH.
Lord,
contrary to the laws of said state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof, DeKalb County Superior Court, Tom Morgan District. I'm going to read every single word on this page.
Not every word. Read every word, Kim.
And don't let him up again.
They got him Keon ready to read this shit, boy.
Count 3. The grand juror selected, chosen, and sworn for the county of DeKalb.
It don't matter how old he was.
Said in the name and behalf of the citizens of Georgia, charged and accused Kevin D. Baker of the county and state aforesaid with the offense of child molestation. For that, the accused person in the county aforesaid on the 13th day of May 1996 did an immoral and indecent act to LH, a child under the age of 16. Under 16 years of age is exactly how it's written. I'm gonna read precisely. You can't touch me. This is public record. With intent to arouse and satisfy the sexual desires of said accused. Said acts being that the accused placed his anus on the vagina of LH.
Wow.
Contrary to the laws of said state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof, DeKalb County Superior Court, Tom Morgan District. Count 4. The grand jury chosen and sworn for the county of DeKalb, aforesaid in the name and behalf of the citizens of Georgia and accused Kevin D. Baker of the county and state aforesaid with the offense of attitutory grape.
You know what she said?
For that the said accused person in the county aforesaid on the 13th day of May.
That's 4 counts. Not 1 count, 2 counts. He got 4 counts.
With LH, a female under the age of 16 years, not his spouse.
Wow.
Contrary to the laws of the state, the good
this
order,
a game changer right here.
DeKalb County.
This a game changer.
Morgan.
I see you though.
Count 5. The grand jury.
Count 5.
Selected, chosen, and sworn for the county of DeKalb, aforesaid in the name and behalf of the citizens of Georgia, charged and accused Kevin D. Baker of the county and state aforesaid with the offense of.
You can't talk your way out of this. You can't talk your way out of this.
For indecent purposes.
Ain't no talking like this. No.
For that, the said accused person in the county aforesaid on 13th day of May 1996 did take LH, a child under the age of 14 years to.
So is it 2 different children we talking about? Because she said under 16, then she said under 14.
Multiple.
2 women.
Yes.
That's why he got 5 counts.
That's why he has the counts he has meant that it has to be something that he was found guilty on and he took a plea.
He took
because
a
I put
plea.
that
He took a
reading that he
plea.
took a
You are
plea.
smart.
Or
You are
or
This
or
is
smart,
the other
man.
terrible.
thing, it could be is that what's his name? He how I want to say the relationship extended over a long period of time.
Hold up.
Or it could be first offense
Cause
Yeah,
it
yeah,
could
practice.
have
yeah.
started when she was 14 and went all the way till she was 16.
That
I
is
got up.
true.
I got up here to say
Wow.
this. I got up here to say this. We
Sick
need to
catch.
start a petition to get him off TikTok. He is not safe on TikTok with all these
Wow,
children.
big girl.
These
And y'all
children,
Might
just
just be
found this
right.
out.
we just found out the
Yes,
details.
yes, we
I
just
sure
found
heard
out,
this.
Right.
Blue
We
I
heard
Ray.
the
heard this.
charge. We gave him
Somebody
the
sent me
benefit
this.
of the doubt.
Somebody sent me this shit.
We
But
gave him the
when it was
benefit of
going
the
on,
doubt.
I didn't do no deep dive. I
Yeah,
just
I
went
was
up.
just thinking that while I was listening.